Oh, you wanted to hear it? Oh, this one is too small. I think it's difficult to find a perfect earphone. Mm. Einen schönen guten Abend. Stream läuft. Ja, Stream läuft. So, ich habe noch ein bisschen was zu lesen, glaube ich. Hm. Bin mal gespannt, wo ich jetzt. Naja, ich starte tatsächlich in Bilder. Ich dachte, er wird mich vielleicht irgendwo anders teleportieren, könnte sein. Nee, ich starte ganz normal, da wo ich aufgehört. Ich habe noch ein paar Texte, aber nicht mehr so viel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Stück. Mache ich gleich. Moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sogar. Ich habe eins zu viel geblättert. Bevor ich wieder am Handy lese, weil das ein bisschen einfacher zu sehen ist für mich. Red Captain, visage strange with shoulders wide, two heads upon them side by side. My velas from royal trust made, my steadfast heart will never fade. The kingdom of Zhuzi. A woman gave birth to a two-headed child, causing great horror throughout the cities. People lamented the unfortunate fate of the woman and her child, predicting that the child would be difficult to raise. Contrary to their expectations, the child not only survived past infancy, but also grew stronger and healthier than most others. The folks then again speculated that while the child might grow up, he would surely be a fool. However, the child matured. He proved to be quite intelligent. His two heads gave him a unique perspective, allowing him to come up with ideas that others couldn't. Disappointed by their failed predictions, the fox declared the child to be an ill omen, foretelling future disasters. The constant rumors eventually drove the two-headed youth to leave his hometown. Years later, a beetle with a stone-carved Buddha head attacked the border of the kingdom of Sahali. The king dispatched his army to defend the city, but they suffered repeated defeats. Morale plummeted, and the thoughts of retreat began to plague the soldiers' hearts. A tall two-headed man in the army stood out and volunteered to lead an elite squad in a raid against the Yao Guai. On the day of the battle, he arranged his elite soldiers in a line. When the Yao Guai attacked, they threw coal dust on it, then sprayed strong liquor from their mouths to create pillars of fire that detonated the coal dust. Terrified by the fire, the Yao Guai quickly withdrew into the desert. Seeing that this tactic could temporarily repel the Yao Guai, the king was greatly relieved and appointed a two-headed man as a captain. Learning that this child were also two-headed, his children were also two-headed, the king decreed that the position of captain would be hereditary in his family, encouraging his children to join the army and strengthen the forces. One can only wonder what the fox from his hometown would say upon hearing such news. Hatte ich gegen einen Zweiköpfigen gekämpft? Red Captain. Red Gun habe ich gelöst. A Red Imperial Guard. Yin prevails, Yang's essence fades, adorned in finery blades parade. Once malice stirs within the heart, words become weapons tearing apart. Since the Yellow Wind King had sequestered himself within the valley, his hoarded treasures were left to the care of his trusted minions. One day, when a purple gold incensory vanished from the half-emptied storeroom, the rumor of theft, once a mere murmur, built into a raucous clamor until the red guy who guarded the storeroom was finally accused of pilfering from his own charge. The tale reached the ears of the Red Imperial Guards. Clad in crimson, they were the secret Imperial enforcers. They went to interrogate the Red Guard, hoping for a share of the spoils, but the humiliated guard was found lifeless, his neck wedged in a noose dangling in his cell. With his death, the gossip mongers painted the Imperial Guards as vilifiers of the innocent, coercing false confessions. With no means to defend themselves, the Imperial Guards launched a thorough inquiry, desperate to clear their names. Fortune struck when they unearthed the incendiary within the nest of the Red God's apprentice. The crowd's scorn shifted, branding the young apprentice a betrayer and avaricious soul. Yet in the face of the Imperial God's iron grip, the apprentice unfurled a new thread of the story. The incendiary had been pilfered by the civet sergeant as a tribute to the Tiger Vanguard. It was the apprentice who, learning of his master's unjust fate, there retrieved it in secret. Verified by the Imperial Guards, the tale swayed public sentiment once more. From jeers to praise, but whispers are like a fickle breeze. Soon it was murmured that the thieving chief acted not out of greed, but out of a son's duty to rescue his mother from the balls of the Tiger Temple. The crowds murmured anew, their judgment as shifting as the sands. Alas, what is a grain of truth in a desert of tales? Actions taken in the cloak of shadows are often proclaimed in light as something else entirely. Perhaps it is the angle of which we plead our cause that crafts a different truth. And when a truth finds the light, it is often because some prefer an audience blind to the rest of the story. Ja, wo liegt schon die Wahrheit? In der Mitte heißt es, aber es gibt auch wirklich keine Mitte. Es gibt nur Seiten über Seiten und nicht nur zwei Seiten. Fakten sind schon keine Fakten mehr. Der Mensch, der die Wahrheit manipuliert, hat die Kraft, den Sieg sozusagen. Pete Stone. The mystic's art breathes life into stone. A servant bestowed by caution be shown. In nature fierce, beware its provocation, for crossing its path brings fatal devastation. Pete Stone. Ach, das waren diese Steinchen, die überall rumlaufen. Once upon a time there lived a pretentious scholar who took great pride in a paperweight he collected. Whenever his guests commented that it was merely an ordinary stone with no notable features, the scholar would respond by sharing a peculiar tale. During his adventurous youth, the scholar embarked on a treacherous journey. Exhausted and seeking respite, he leaned against a massive stone to a snooze. Suddenly, he felt the stone come alive. Skeletons emerged from its crevices, and the stone sprouted limbs, resembling a grotesque creature. Terrified, the scholar ran for his life until he stumbled upon a desolate valley, where he noticed a gaunt monk meditating atop a boulder. Struck by the peculiar sight, he contemplated fleeing once more. Yet, to his astonishment, he sensed the relentless pursuit of the stone creature from behind. Just as he stood on the verge of being crushed, the very boulder beneath the monk unexpectedly rose, revealing two mighty arms that pummeled and shattered the pursuing creature. Amidst the terrifying clash, the scholar barely managed to escape, and the paperweight, as he claimed, was a remnant of that cataclysmic fight. The guests erupted into laughter upon hearing the tale, mocking the scholar for spicing up his wild dream to impress them. The scorned scholar, though indignant. Guck mal. Indignant.
Indignant.
tatsächlich. Habe ich richtig vermutet. Und was heißt das? Indignant heißt Abwertung. The guests erupted in laughter upon hearing the tale, mocking the scholar for spicing up his wild dream to impress them. This,
Teilnehmen. Deutschland.
Teilnehmen.
It's like club.
Yeah, Chinese.
Deutschland.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. The scorned scholar, so indignant, began to doubt the truth of his tale himself and lost interest in the paperweight. Eventually he banished it to a forgotten corner, never to be shown again. Hatte der einen lustigen Paperweight. Pale Stone. Auch ein Stein. Aus 2 verschiedenen Steinen. Mighty and strong, its presence grand, with secret quartz like shimmering set, chosen for the righteous as sacred embrace, nature's justice reflected in its grace. In a small kingdom west of the Blackwind Mountain, the aging king lived in a constant fear of dwindling lifespan. Desperate to find the elixir of longevity, he embarked on a frantic search for a solution. One day, an immortalist informed the king that consuming quartz could extend his life and bestow eternal youth. Upon hearing this, the king immediately issued a royal decree, commanding his subjects to scour the lands in search of quartz. Eager to claim their reward, stone miners ventured deep into the desolate Yellowwood Ridge. There they came across a stone being with an enormous head adorned with a brilliant white mineral quartz. Wieso läuft das nicht? News of the discovery reached the king, who promptly dispatched his crown prince with an army to collect the precious quartz. Little did they know that as they ventured into the ridge they would be enveloped by swirling dust and relentless yellow winds. Cunning and treacherous, the stone beings lurked beneath the earth, lying in wait. Whenever someone approached, they would swarm out in a coordinated ambush, ensnaring their unsuspecting prey from both sides. The army suffered heavy casualties before obtaining even a trace of the coveted quartz. In a state of desperation, a messenger was dispatched to the capital, bearing a plea of withdrawal that detailed the perilous expedition and the dreadful calamities befalling the men. However, the aged king remained steadfast in his resolve, insistent on obtaining a substantial amount of quartz. Eventually, the crown prince returned with the coveted quartz in an army halved, and requested to present the precious mineral to his father in the royal chamber. Seizing the opportunity, he initiated a coup and plunged the knife into the king's heart, leaving him to die holding his cherished quartz of longevity on his bed. Haben sie sich seiner entledigt? Poise Stone. Haben wir noch einen Stone? Nein, alle gleich für mich aus. Agile and extraordinary, with strength untold, delicate in form, light as a feather's hold, pure beauty, untouched by mortal's trace, proud as a frost-kissed maiden's grace. Before obtaining the stone essence, the Mother of Stones was originally a blue quartz in the shape of a woman. The blue quartz had the unique ability to absorb the essence of the moon. Through ages of absorption, she attained enlightenment earlier than other stone guais and was honored as the mountain deity. When the Buddha head stone guai appeared, the other stone guais convened and decided to expel the guai from the mountain. They sought the help of the Mother of Stones, however she refused, fearing the possibility of her blue quartz to be shattered in battle. Ja, die hat einen richtig schönen blauen Quartz. Yet on the day of the battle, seeing that the stone guys were on the verge of defeat, she could no longer bear to stand by and decided to join the fight. Noticing the pale stones launching their quartz like a barrage of arrows to sneak attack the Buddha head guai, she imitated their action despite her deep attachment to her precious quartz. Despite their best efforts, they were still losing. When her blue quartz was shattered by a punch, the Mother of Stones fell to the ground in despair. Unexpectedly, a yellow-furred leading a group of Yaoguais came to their aid. Seeing her grievance, the red persuaded, "What is broken is destined not to return. If we let the guai escape, wouldn't it be an even greater loss?" Hearing this, the Mother of Stones regained her strength and rose up. Together they subdued the Buddha headstone guai. As compensation for her loss, the yellow-furred rat gifted her the stone essence. With the essence bestowed, the Mother of Stones gained great powers, yet, as her form grew less mobile, she crafted poise stones from blue quartz, reflections of her former self, to watch over the mountain's happenings. Perhaps she did this to glimpse what she once was, what could never return. Blaze Bone. On the road, bare bones on display, flesh rotted, decayed, faded away. Long gone, forgotten in name, his homeland lost in death's claim. In the land of Yellow Wind Ridge, where relentless winds raged day and night, the tomb mounds were often ravaged by the mighty gusts, revealing the exposed bones, a sight all too familiar. There's a langer paragraph. One day, a hurried merchant found himself passing through Yellow Wind Ridge on an urgent matter. However, the villagers warned him of the terrible danger and refused to be his guide. After walking alone for hours, the merchant rested by the roadside, eating his rations. It was then that he noticed a set of skeletal remains in the withered grass. The bones were incomplete due to the greedy vultures and wolves. Were you slain by bandits, lying here in this desolate place? Or like me, did you find no joy in life and chose to end it yourself? Overwhelmed with sorrow, the merchant sighed as he looked upon the skull and wondered aloud. You now lie uncovered in the wilderness, and I can only imagine the sorrow your family must feel." Moved by compassion, he untied his bundle, weeping as he began to dig a grave to bury the remains. Suddenly the skeleton sat up, startling the merchant, who fell to the ground and scrambled backwards in fear, using bony hands to support itself. The skeleton approached the merchant and pushed the bundle towards him. Astonished, the merchant cautiously accepted the bundle and resumed his journey. The skeleton followed him from a distance, and together they traveled peacefully for hours. Gradually, the merchant let his guard down and removed his inner shirt to drape it over the skeleton's frame. From that moment on, whenever a strange noise arose, the skeleton would guide the merchant to take cover behind rocks. With furtive glances, the merchant would then witness guys passing by the path. For several days, they continued on this way until the merchant finally reached the main road again. That was the moment the skeleton ceased to move. Grateful for its companionship, the merchant offered to transport the skeleton's remains back to its homeland. However, after a moment's hesitation, the skeleton turned and walked back into the swirling sands of the ridge. Perhaps it had already forgotten where it came from. Ja, deswegen macht es Sinn, direkt zu lesen, weil ich weiß teilweise gar nicht mehr, wie die gingen alle. Ne? Sparebone. Ach, das war der mit dem Schild, den weiß ich nicht. In a world where paths are never clear, where directions are oft lost in fear. In the spear tip a mighty and noble stand, behind the shield a pride so grand. The priests of Windrest were proud warriors. Their shields were emblazoned with the tiger, and they danced with crescent-shaped spears, commanding a presence that frightened off guys. During funerals, they would lead the procession, striking their shields and proclaiming themselves as leading generals. The priests held a high status in Windrest. Even the minor guys in the mountain would frequently offer them rare delicacies, hoping to ensure their peace to avoid being banished. One day, a settler noticed an increase in the mountain's squire population and sought advice of the sorceress. Dismissive, the priest responded, "The guys and us, we inhabit the same mountains. An encounter would be inevitable. Since they present us with tributes, we might as well spare them." A few years later, strange winds began to sweep across the valley, stirring up chaos. The guys ran wild, causing trouble frequently. Dressed in their warrior attire, the priests raised their shields and ventured out of the settlement to confront the unruly guys. However, the guys didn't fear them. The priests' spears and shields, which were once their pride, could only repel a few minor ones before they were surrounded. The leader, red-robed, sneered. "We had peace only because of the Bodhisattva meditating up in these mountains. You mortals surely didn't think you could actually defeat us, did you?" Seeing the priests unable to repel the guys and instead provoking their anger, the settlers locked the gate of Windrest, demanding that the guys be expelled before they could return. The priests met the end, and the mountains remaining in their battle stances, now haunting unwary travelers. Oh, unwary. Swift Bat, an die kann ich mich auch reden. In shadows deep, the Bat-Guy lies, far from clamour under the skies. In moonlight hues, blood it sips, as through yellow wind it slips. Glamour sehe ich so oft, das benutzen wir gerne. Geschrei, Lärm. Vom Lärm. Abseits vom Lärm sozusagen, okay. After the harvest, the rentman arrived in the village. The villagers cleaned a long abundant manor for his stay and treated him to a sumptuous feast. Full from food and drink, the village chief spoke directly. The rent is a heavy burden on us. Is there any possibility to reduce it? The rent collector replied, The rent has been determined by your lord. I am but a paid man tasked with taking what is due. I have no power to change it. The talk turned into an unending argument. As dusk approached, the villagers hastily left. An old widower lingered, offering a suggestion to the rentman. Also, approached, the villagers hastily left. An old widower lingered, offering a suggestion to the rentman. Our village offers little amusement, but on that hill there is a pavilion fine for moon gazing. Should you grow weary, it is a place to ease your mind. With these words, he too departed. That night the rentman, lantern in hand, pondered his ledgers and the days of disputes ahead. Seeking solace, he walked towards the pavilion. But as he stepped into the courtyard, a figure descended with wings of flesh, claws for hands, and a maw of pointed teeth. Terrified, he fled, only to be ambushed by a similar creature lurking in the trees. The bad-guys squabbled over him for the first bite, chittering and chattering. Seeing them locked in a stalemate, the rentman drew a blade from his belt and beheaded one. The other sprang, fangs bared, towards him, but he dodged it with a struggle throat. That night, the rentman and the bad dog fought. Fangs and blade clashed until dawn. Das ist aber ein richtig starker Rentman. Vor allem, wenn das Meere sind. Coming morning, villagers come to the manor to prepare the rentman his morning meal, only to find him sitting by the door, a blade at his side, pinning two headless bed corpses to the earth. In the days that followed, they paid their full rent and hosted another rich feast, sending the rentman back to the town with due respect. Wollten die ihn reinlegen, ne? Und er hat sich bewährt. Withered corpse, ja, an den kann ich mich auch erinnern. In many lonely life, the end is here. Soul adrift, my body lingers there. Once suffered the wicked wind's cruel sting. No peaceful wandering ever bring. In the shadow of the yellow-wind ridge, where gusts weave labyrinths of sand, trade seldom reach, ye save for a lone hamlet downhill, the only bazaar in the land. Among the market stands an ever-live shop, stood as the sole purveyor of coffins. On that fateful day, the shopkeeper idled inside when a mat of lumbering gate entered, garbed like a beggar. As the shopkeeper rose to shoo him away, the man spoke. "Hold, sir, I've come not to beg, but to buy coffins." With quiet words he told of his village, laid to ruin by bandits, and his need for 4 coffins to lay the dead to rest. Suspicious but intrigued, the shopkeeper agreed to a trade in the native herbs Wukong and Wukong. Or Wukong. The shopkeeper gathered his lads and followed the man with 4 coffins on ox cart. Laboring through sand and wind, they reached the village at dusk. "Here," the man muttered, "all life ends and returns to earth. These winds can do harm, and if our bodies are not properly buried, our soul might be twisted. Please, sir, bury my family with these coffins. We had Wukong and Wukong in our hearth. Take as much as you like," and with that he vanished. Entering the village, the shopkeeper found all living things slaughtered, not a soul left alive. There, before a grand dwelling, lay the man and his kin long dead. Hurriedly they entombed the 4 corpses atop a scenic cliff, took nothing, and fled for their lives. Aha, kam der Zombie, um seine Familie zu begraben. Weaselcap. Waren das diese kleinen Viecher? Ups. Wise in their wise wayward hearts, yet shuns their lonely, monkish arts. On the yellow ridge of desolation ends a tale by separation. Ever since the strange winds stirred again at Yellow Ridge, life had grown harsh for the lesser Gwais. Tiger Vanguard and the king of flowing sands fought for dominance. Tiger Vanguard war doch der... Ich habe das Gefühl, da gibt es einen anderen King, der heißt King of Flowing Sands. Ob das der gleiche wie der Sage ist, das glaube ich nicht, weil der Tiger Vanguard hat ja dem Sage gedient. Troubling the weasel kin caught between the 2 powers. One day the weasel captain sat by the sand field, brooding over years of humiliation. Thoughts of death took hold in him, and he found a withered tree. He hung his belt, stepped on a pile of stones, and slipped his head through the noose. Regret came as he kicked away the stones. In agony and dizziness, he struggled, but freedom eluded him. Just then someone held his feet, and a gleaming sickle slid through the air, cutting the noose. The weasel captain collapsed, gasping for air, and saw a gaunt crone with a medicine basket. "If you loath to die, live well," she said, and left unbothered by his nature. Transforming into a weasel, the weasel captain followed her home, a dwelling with crumbling walls and an empty barn. She lived alone, after the death of her husband and son. Foraging for herbs to trade in order to survive. Foraging for herbs. The captain, moved by their shared misfortunes, decided to stay in Hell. Disguised as an old man fleeing famine, he claimed to be alone and found shelter with the crone. By day he haunted in Yellowwind Ridge. By night he enlisted stone spirits to mend the house. Together they thrived, much to the villagers' envy. One day 2 villagers trailed the captain, curious about his hunting prowess. Little did they know, as they watched him, that he would suddenly transform back into his original form, a clothed weasel Gwai, with a gleaming curved blade at his waist. Feeling threatened by a non-human, the villagers spread their tale, and the Taoist was summoned to slay the weasel captain. Not long after the weasel Gwai was killed, the crone passed away. The villagers, deeming their house cursed, divided the hides and herbs before setting the place ablaze. Klar, alles schön verteilen ist. Der Civet Sergeant. Der letzte für heute. Für jetzt zumindest. Beim 3. werde ich gleich lesen, sonst Civet Sergeant. Ja, anders. Neglecting work, indulging in ease, in quiet comfort seeking to please. When children misbehave and play, they turn fierce like wolves in disarray. Once there was a rich landlord who had built many houses. Among them there were...
Which way?
Second.
Second. They say it's rich.
Huh?
Second? But not the same.
No, you're second. You're second. Which one is second? What's the meaning?
Rich.
Rich. Yeah, true, no? Ah, Panda close.
Oh.
My journal.
Who is you?
I'm here below. Once there was a rich landlord who had built many houses. Among them there was a court where none lived. It had a clear pond, an old elm, and a swing. The village children longed to play there. The landlord, however, ordered his servants to guard the court and allow no one near. As days passed, the children grew bolder. They began throwing pebbles to draw the guards away, hoping to sneak in. The day soon came when one of the servants was struck in the eye by a pebble they threw. Enraged, the landlord decided to dismiss the guardians of the court and simply locked the gate, posting a notice that read, "Beware the civet Gwai within. Enter at your own risk." The young ones dismissed the warning as nothing but an empty threat. They scaled the walls, gathered the elm seeds, played on the swing, and caught fish in the clear waters of the pond. Their laughter echoed through the court. All of a sudden, tiles from the roof came hurling down. Landing near the children, startled, they cried out loud and drew their parents to the court. The adults arrived, shouting for the owner of the place and demanding recompense for the peril that had befallen the children. Ja, erst werden die nicht eingebrochen. After much shouting, a sharp voice rang out from the rear roof. "Begone, mortals, lest you seek your doom." At those words, 2 blades swirled out from nowhere, spinning in a deadly dance. and left wounds upon many. In terror the crowd turned and fled. Muss man die mal mit Aggressionen verjagen, die Leute. Furchtbar. Ja, was haben wir jetzt? Schon 45 Minuten. Mann, oh Mann, die Zeit verfliegt. Texte brauchen schon lang. Gut, aber jetzt bin ich durch. Die Frage ist aber eher, mir fehlen halt noch Leute. Also mir fehlt ein Chief. Wir sind ja irgendwo in der Welt immer gewesen. Das ist kurz am Ende irgendwo. So, next chapter. Ich kann ja nicht zurück, also muss ich next chapter erstmal starten. Jetzt gehen wir ins Eisgebiet. White Snow Ice Cold. Ein Kind. Kann sich scheinbar gut verstecken, der Kleine. Der Große kann sich ja auch bewegen. Okay. Direkt in den Kampf. Komme ich aus dem Steintypen raus. Okay, jumpt aber weit. Er jumpt aber weit. War die Taste. So, und die Lesser Yaokoi. Okay. Supporter Monk. Strength unused, with no place due. Lifting stones a task askew. Eyes so bright, yet lost in haze. An empty gaze, lost in self's maze. Oh, ein Gedicht. Askew. Strength unused, with no place due. Lifting stones a task askew. Eyes so bright yet lost in haze. An empty gaze, lost in self's maze. Ah, hatte der keine Augen? Habe ich gar nicht gesehen, dass die Augen zu sind. In the past, the craftsman building the grand hall. Lies mal im Fernsehen. In the past, the craftsman building the grand hall in the New West frequently encountered strange occurrences, leading many to quit. Curious, several craftsmen sought out the abbot, reputed to be a high monk, for answers. The abbot, without hesitation, led them to the great pagoda, where he revealed the lantern warden. The craftsmen were terrified, having heard tales of jaguars in their youth, but never having seen one. At that moment, a wondrous sound echoed through the great pagoda, and the lantern warden emitted a blinding light, causing the craftsmen to lose their sight. They cried out in despair. The abbot smiled and said, to see the truth, one must be willing to sacrifice even sight. You might as well stay here in this temple and practice the path to ultimate bliss with me. Perhaps you will have the chance to transcend and reach the Buddha's realm. Realizing they were now blind and unable to find work, the craftsmen decided to abandon the secular life and join the temple. Secular ist doch weltlich, genau. And join the temple. They asked the abbot how they should practice, and he replied, whatever you are skilled at, practice that. A craftsman known for their great strength decided to pursue enlightenment through martial arts. Despite their blindness, they trained under the temple's overseeing monks. They tied large stones to iron chains and attached them to their wrists, lifting them daily. This also conveniently prepared the stones needed for the temple's construction. The abbot was pleased and appointed them as supporter monks, saving a considerable amount of labor costs. In the past, the craftsmen building the New West encountered strange occurrences, leading many to quit. Hat die ausgenutzt, die Monks. Monks sind gefährlich, muss man schon sagen. Wie viel habe ich denn jetzt? Ich habe jetzt 48, das wird ja immer mehr, die Gebiete werden immer größer. Oder ist das zweite ähnlich wie das dritte? Aus 12 sind 25 geworden, erzähl mir nix. Aus 8, 16. Aber ich hatte ja schon 11 im davor im Gebiet. Mir fehlen ja ein paar jetzt. Also muss das doch zusammenhängen. Na, Fuban, Yellow Wind Sage, genau, nach dem Sage geht es direkt weiter. Also war hier doch ein Viertel. Ich habe nie nachgeschaut. Dann fehlt mir immer noch ein King. Im ersten Gebiet. Ja, aber dann sind die zu schwach, wenn ich die mal finde. Hm? Das sind aber gute Starter, muss man schon sagen. Ein Dach oben auch, ne? Ich glaube, das Schneeding wird mir besser gefallen. Ja, sehe ich jetzt schon. Ich mag Wüstengebiete einfach nicht so wirklich. Vielleicht bin ich deswegen so durchgerusht, ohne zu lesen. Macht eine Geräusche. Greifst du mich an? Fledermaus durch? Ah, durchs umgehauen. Ah. Ich habe einige übersprungen hier. Iron-forked spear in hand. Clothed in simple garb, humble did he stand. Deep woods, a world of white, a perfect hunting land in sight. In the past, there in Changguang village, often at a young age his mother couldn't support him. Die Mother would have. So she sent him to apprentice with a butcher at the foot of the mountain, where he honed his skills. One day, a wealthy family in town was celebrating a birthday and invited Wang to slaughter pigs and sheep. Pleased with his work, the host rewarded him with a leg of pork. Wang decided to bring the pork leg back to his mother and set off for the village that night. Halfway there, he saw a man by the roadside holding a hunting spear and wearing an old cloth shirt. The man called out, "Brother, I'm a hunter from the village, trapping rabbits down this slope. I'm afraid of ghosts at night. May I walk with you?" Wang nodded in agreement, and they continued on their way. After a while, the hunter started a conversation. "Brother, have you heard? There have been reports of Yaoguais on this mountain path recently." Wang laughed. "What's there to fear about Yaoguais? I have a butcher's knife at my waist and a pork leg on my shoulder." Mach mal dunkler vielleicht. "And a pork leg on my shoulder. If I encounter a Yaoguai, I will swing the pork leg at it and chop it with my knife." The hunter forced a smile. After walking a bit further, the hunter said, "Brother, you must be very skilled if you are not afraid of Yaoguais." Wang laughed again. "I've been slaughtering animals since I was a child. One strike can hit the vital spot, and one chop can break bones and tendons. The hunter, annoyed, said, "How can you compare yaoguais to animals?" Wang replied seriously, "There are no yaoguais in this world. Those who uphold justice are heroes. Those who bully the innocent are simply foul beasts." The hunter, unsure how to respond, walked on in silence. As the village came into view, the hunter hesitated and said, "Since you are not afraid, why not turn around and look at me?" Wang had already suspected the hunter was a yaoguai. He swung his the pork leg, knocking the hunter to the ground, and raised his knife to strike. The yaoguai, losing its composure, quickly spread its wings and flew into the air, spitting, "Today I met a tough one. Bad luck, bad luck." With that, it fled immediately. They say the soft persimmons are easier to squeeze. Hence it's better to be strong. Stand firm, and even yaoguais will fear you a bit. Okay. Dann hat er sich durchgesetzt, der Typ. Aber auf dem Handy lesen ist echt leicht. Da steht einer. Cold Iron Leaves, das ist für die Ausrüstung, glaube ich. Ja, gut. Okay, hier ist ein Weg. Kann ich auch da hochlaufen? Ja. Okay, dann gehe ich kurz hier lang, bevor ich mich Richtung Eis bewege. Ja, okay. Mein Panda. Are you okay? More comfortable. So. No? Komme ich doch nicht lang hier.
Oh, Panda. Wir können essen. Ufer.
Hier lassen. Essen. You want Essen? I want trinken. You can give me trinken. Good.
Cool.
Cold. I'm in the snow now. No, it's cold here.
No.
Guess we do this. But I'm fighting. I will not open. No.
No, I need to drink it.
Not this one. Coffee.
Come on.
No. Der erste, der mich verwundet hat in diesem Abschnitt, könnte auf uns von meinem Panda liegen auch, der mich ablenkt. Immer wieder vehement, gnadenlos.
Gnadenlos.
Was haben wir denn hier so Schönes? No hill path. Ein Shrine. Diesen Anfang habe ich, glaube ich, gesehen von dem Trailer. Das Haar wärmt. Craft Armor. Und Stores gibt's im Store. What do you have it? Ach, eine Karte wieder. Only the sky can surpass its might. All beneath bow in its sight. The landscapes painted in hues, the world inked with grace, so delicate and vivid. One wonders which master's hand crafted such marvel. Curious that is. Ich mag die Karten, also nutze ich ungern Karten. Also Minimaps sind sowieso das Schlimmste. Diese Art von Karten gehen ja noch. Aber ich finde die halt so schön gezeichnet. Doch. Da will ich nicht drauf verzichten. Oh, ein dreiköpfiges. Dreiteiliges. Decoy and duplicates are cloaked in yellow wind. Decoy and duplicates are cloaked in yellow wind, granting them considerable damage reduction. Oh. In the helm, a pheasant's tail takes flight. Beneath his armor, pale silk lies light. Tied with hues, a loom-like sash. His breastplate dazzles a lustrous flash. Also die Verstärkung ist auf jeden Fall ordentlich gegenüber dem 29 und 48. Also sowohl Decoy als auch Duplicates werden verstärkt. And thus upon consuming a focus point, moderate increases critical hit chance. Also Hit Chance und das, wobei das ist eher nicht so meins. Die Resistance. Wie erwartet wurde eine Rüstung dafür hergestellt. Hier werde ich mir ein bisschen mehr Zeit lassen zum Rumlaufen und Erkunden, glaube ich. Im zweiten Gebiet. Wobei ich müsste eigentlich nur mal das zweite erkunden. Ich habe ja so viele Sachen verpasst. Gute Augen.
Oh, 18罗汉剑，18罗汉。
No, cold.
18罗汉。
Anda mochi. Auf mich bewerfen. Ja, er wirft nur auf einen. Ne. Böser Monkey. Hat er aber auch geworfen. Was meinst du? Die lassen sich aber leicht steigern. Oh. Hat nochmal gehauen zum Schluss. Wer war das? Aha, Frozen Corpse. Schauen wir doch mal durch die frozen copse. Wisdom's lamp light seasons span. Time flows like water through our hands. Snow and wind obscure the way. Achievements drift like bubbles, grand. The temple ruler state. So the temple rules state. New monks entering the temple may receive a new kasaya. One day, Master Non-Void, was something. One day, Master Non-Void joyfully welcomed the new disciple and personally led him to the storeroom to fetch a kasaya. The young disciple found that the kasaya was made of a single layer of cloth, hardly adequate for the snowy mountains. He asked, Master, this thin kasaya seems suitable for summer. Could I exchange it for a woolen one? Non-Void shook his own kasaya and said, the one I wear is the same as the one in your hands, only more ornate. With the Buddha's wisdom in your heart, you shall fear the cold no more. The young disciple, still doubtful, asked, Master, I saw many seniors frozen in death by the roadside. Non-Void kindly replied, their understanding was shallow and minds unsteady. Yet you are different. I can see that you have the potential to comprehend the Buddha's wisdom. The young disciple, feeling proud, happily followed his master back with the kasaya. Not long after, another frozen corpse appeared outside the temple gate. As Non-Void led his new disciple past it, the young disciple asked, Master, did the seniors all freeze to death? The Non-Void continued walking slowly and said, Fear not, my disciple. They lacked piety and wisdom, but you are different. Ein böser Typ hier, Master. Aber gut, dass ich schon wieder lese, weil sonst würde ich nicht wissen, was das für Leute sind. Also das sind sozusagen Disciples, die hier veräppelt wurden, sozusagen. Und ich mache mich auf den Weg zu einem Tempel, scheinbar. Ah, hier runter geht's auch. Der hat sich jetzt nicht so leicht unterbrechen lassen. Ja? Also weil der mich vorteleportiert. Und dass die in Performance Mode machen, mit dem Hinweis darauf, schau mal, Balance. Balance geht gar nicht, ja. Versuch mal den normalen Performance-Mode nochmal. Aber der ruckelt auch. Also, erst nach dem Wechsel jetzt kurz. Aber da sehe ich halt immer dieses Flimmern, Flackern. Ja. Und der frisst Frames auch. Dann nehme ich lieber den anderen. Legacy. Ich habe so viele Punkte schon. Ich mal. Level. Gebirgsketten. Ist nicht so optimiert auf die PlayStation. Wenn ich überlege, wie genial God of War aussieht, auf diese Schneegegend, wo man dann rumläuft, das ruckelt gar nicht. Und da gibt's noch nicht mal, ach, der schießt irgendwas. Da kriege ich das Gefühl, dass ich mir eine Pro auf jeden Fall holen müsste, damit ich das vernünftig spielen kann. Oh, da schwingt der immer nach. Warum hat er immer seine Disciples verwirrt? Wollte der eine Art Schutz? Warum will Monkey mich verwirren? Was soll das? Achso, das ist ein Boss. Oh. Der steigt aber markiert schief. Lustiger Monkey. Habe nicht gebrochen. Mist. Brauche ich eine Leiter-Deck nochmal. Genau, schon auf der Hälfte. Mehr überlegt. Oh. Wieso schwingt er da? Schade. Was macht er jetzt? Wollte er beten, dass ich hinlaufe? Ja, von wegen. Tu mir nichts. Oh, das hat ihn ja gleich herausgebrochen. Das habe ich jetzt nicht erwartet. Ich habe keine Heilung mehr. Oh, danke, mein Schatz. Danke. Wenn du tot, I will die. I'm fine.
Catch.
Fighting, fighting. Ein bisschen Zeit gehen hier. Okay, jetzt sind wir gleich auf. Einer ist fast tot und der andere. Er hat nochmal geschwungen, ne? Habe ich eben gesehen. Kein Text zu ihm? Gar nichts? Ungewöhnlich. Nichts eingesammelt, kein Text, nichts. Dann ist er scheinbar nicht tot, sondern hat sich einfach nur versteckt. Danke, mein Schatz. It's tea? No, I think you make Kakao.
Kakao.
Keine Kakao.
Many.
Really? Just one cup? Ah, no, you drink two.
No, you drink that.
I want to buy again. I like that one so good.
我也地方搞的，来考choose this one. What?
Kakao.
Keiner.
Danke, mein Schatz, für den Tee.
You can make the next one. I want Kakao.
Kakao. Und auch keine Seele, wo ich mich aufladen kann wieder. Geht der hoch hinaus hier? kurz vor dem Temper. Ah, der wird mich killen. Einer den anderen veräppelt. Und keiner getroffen. $9.196. Wir haben es mit der Dreiern. Ja. Aber dieses Gebiet ist ja noch schlimmer als das. Das ist wieder so ein Bossgegner. Großes Gebiet auf jeden Fall. Auch kein Leben mehr. Mal oben, vielleicht ist ja ein Schrein irgendwo. Aua. Da kommt ja richtig von der Ecke. Habe ich nicht Heilung mit Heavys auch? Kann das ja mal... Ah, hier ist das. Eine Heilung gesammelt. Sehr gut, sehr gut. Oh. Noch mehrere Gegner? Das neue Gegner. Und das ruckelt ja richtig, ja auch noch. Ordentlich ruckelig hier, ey. Also wenn das so weitergeht, überlege ich mir, ob ich das Spiel überhaupt nie weiterspiele. Oder erst später wieder. Wenn ich bessere Konsole habe. Yaksha Patroller. In the mountains high above, a friend blocked the way. A fiend with a hideous visage and a crooked blade in sway. As the wind howls wildly, souls seem to fade. For life's last salvation is swift and do evade. The Yakshas who migrated from the west had a great fondness of meat. West. Okay, meat. I like meat. Fortunately, New Thunderclap Temple did not uphold a strict rule against eating meat, which delighted the Yakshas who sought refuge there. Thunderclap Temple. All the Yakshas in the mountains aspired to become patrollers, not only because of the unique, uniquely designed large sword that looked particularly imposing and could fly back to its owner with great precision, but also because patrollers guarded the outer mountains and always had access to fresh meat. One day, the yakshas gathered together, drinking blood, eating meat, and reveling in der was? Merriment? Merriment, glaube ich. Was ist Merriment? Fröhlichkeit. Mary. Yeah, Mary. Heiterkeit. Their reckless behavior soon became known throughout the temple. The overseeing monks who adhered to ascetic practices only ate food, not of flesh, were displeased. They carried a large pot to the yakshas. When the yakshas peered into the pot, they saw only radishes and greens, and their appetite waned. One yaksha derided them. Do you think eating this will help you gain a deeper understanding of Dharma? How shallow. Another added, our master said that to achieve ultimate bliss, one should not restrain one's desires. Hearing this, the supervising monk replied, my desire is to promote virtue. If I cannot persuade you, if I cannot persuade you, I too shall be unable to achieve ultimate bliss. Thus both sides argued heatedly, without reaching a conclusion. Alas, eating what one likes and saying what one wants are not inherently wrong. However, one's happiness should not disturb others, and one should never derive pleasure from judging. Those perceived to have transgressed. In this case, both sides were at fault. Sehr buddhistische Nachricht. Also ich habe doch gar kein Leben, so. Nähere ich mich denn? Und 2 Gegner. Ich habe eben gesehen, ich hätte mich verwandelt. Okay, ich müsste mal den Parry testen mit der Mana. Und mich verstärken sollte ich auch mal vielleicht. Was wollte ich denn? Also dieses Branding will ich nicht. Wie viele Talents-Level gibt's da? Aha, 3. Das heißt, mit 6 Punkten habe ich das voll. Okay. Your attacks that cost a focus point is additional damage to the enemy based on them. Aha. Das ist auf jeden Fall interessant. Enhanced Effect is additional damage. Okay. Das sollten wir schon auf jeden Fall mal ausrüsten. Merit Combos interessiert mich nicht. Charged. Sind das diese, wo man sozusagen von vornherein charged? Moderate. Wie viel ist es denn? Will ich nicht. Wir mal ausrüsten, um es zu testen, ne? Ja, diese Charge sind die, wo man länger auflädt. Und Charge Speed ist halt auch dafür gut, dann. Ich nutze das eher nicht, ich nutze das eher, wenn ich schon voll habe. Außer die meinen damit charged auch die normalen, das sind natürlich stark. Weiß ich jetzt nicht. Hier brauche ich Level 45, das bin ich doch schon bald, oder? Ja, 3 Level. Aber Duration, ich weiß nicht, ob ich das brauche. Ich wollte ja nur den Damage im Grunde. So, und ich teste mal, weil mir fehlt immer noch. So, wo kann ich jetzt testen? Am besten, ob ich voll regeneriere. Wir schwingen langsam. Direkt versagt, ja. Dann die ganze Zeit wie sonst was. Und dann schwingt er ganz schnell. Hinter mir vielleicht. Hinter mir waren ja auch Gegner. Ne? Ups. Das wollte ich jetzt auch nicht. Ein Gegner, wo ich sicher die Sachen testen kann. War das so spät? Oder? Ich teste mal, ob ich nicht. Wie viel habe ich regeneriert? Ich glaube, ich habe nicht voll regeneriert. Oder habe ich voll regeneriert? Wird das weniger? Ich sehe es nicht. Und ich teste mal das hier. Das mal so reinbekommen, dass ich ganz wenig Mana habe. Bisschen schade, dass ich nicht den aktuellen Wert sehe. Kann ich nicht mehr einsetzen, glaube ich. Kann ich nicht mehr benutzen. Oder? Jetzt kann ich beides nicht mehr einsetzen. So, jetzt habe ich ein bisschen den Move jetzt besser kennengelernt. Kann ich mal wieder mit vollem Mana testen. Mach mir jetzt nur so viel Mühe, weil ich im zweiten Artefakt das Ding genauer wissen will, ob das was nützt oder nicht. Weil an sich ist der Parry, ja, Parry als Parry halt, ne? Sage mal schon, wieso ich? Komm schon mal. So, was ist das? Nerv mich, ich schwinge. Setzt das genau im richtigen Moment ein, habe ich das Gefühl. Da muss ich sehr früh einsetzen, obwohl er auch schwingt. Und das Zeitfenster ist riesig. Wenn ich einsetze, während die Attacke kommt, dann muss ich ja keine Angst haben im Grunde. Beim Window. Ups, falsches. Hm. Ah, jetzt habe ich das andere Ding vorher angelegt. Dreh hier durch. So, jetzt schon. Come on. Ja, ich habe da so ein leichter Streifen unten. And that. Can you see the blue one? My TV. Down. Down. So down. Have like the line. Can you see? Oh, right too. On the right too. Oh, on all sides. Okay. Vielleicht war das. Hängt aber vielleicht mit dem Spiel zusammen. Also irgendwas will mich hier ernsthaft veräppeln. Das habe ich schon so früh eingesetzt. Was ist so blöd ist. Irgendwas. Dass der so nicht kein Mana mehr hat. Oh, schießt Blitze. Wir wissen, ob ich 100% zurückbekomme jetzt mit dem Parry oder weniger. Da lässt sich ja nicht weggehen scheinbar. Bin schade, dass ich nicht direkt in den Heavy wechseln kann, nachdem ich die Attacke gemacht habe. Ich muss mal kurz warten. Aber es ruckelt jetzt weniger, interessanterweise. Na, jetzt ruckelt's. Jetzt ruckelt sie da ordentlich. Kaum hat man's ausgesprochen, ne? Da scheinen einige Wege zu sein, dann gehe ich doch lieber unten. Unten. Vielleicht ja hier ein Schrein irgendwo. Da hinten was Grünes. Da habe ich ihn noch erwischt. Mhm. Und hier war nun das eine Green-Ding. Mhm. Ein Schluck von meinem köstlichen Tee. Und im dritten Gebiet scheinen ja auch die Speicherpunkte mehr verteilt zu haben. Ah, ein Blau. Und der greift mich an. Die anderen auch. Oh je, da wird was. Für die Kleinen ist das nur optimal, finde ich. Okay, jetzt kann ich mich auf den konzentrieren. Ne, ernsthaft. Ah, habe ihn sogar getroffen. Oh, macht aber ordentlich Damage. Mountain Patroller. Jump heavy attacks critical. Take the form of the Mountain Patroller. Leap up and let a flurry of slashes rain down. This bout of recklessness is sure to deter the foe. Wo kommt denn das her? Von der Monkey? Ah, Buddha's head eludes the common hand. With shallow root, no lotus stand. In chilled state, moderately increases critical hit chance. Weiß nicht, wann ich das bekommen habe, aber... ich hätte mich vorher heilen sollen. Der hier. Da ist so ein Chilling-Ding platziert. Interessant. Chilling-Effekt kenne ich noch nicht. Ne? Ob das 5. Gebiet dann so ein Mixgebiet aus allem dann ist? Ich habe jetzt Feuer, Wind, Eis. Dann kommt hier noch ein 4. Ne? Welche Banes gab's hier? Chill, Burn, Poison. Also so ein Sumpfgebiet kommt vielleicht. Oder war Poison in dem Wüstengebiet? Ja, Poison hatte ich öfters im Wüsten. Chill, Rock. Ich auch nicht rein. Bleibt jetzt nur noch ein Weg. Mein Heavy macht ja jetzt auch mehr Damage. Also die Schreine haben die jetzt auf jeden Fall mehr verteilt. Gefällt mir. Wenn man sterben würde, müssen wir jetzt wieder weiter rennen. Das hatte ich beim zweiten Gebiet auch nicht wirklich. Das Gefühl. Dann laufe ich mal auf diese Plattform hier drauf. Da scheint ein Weg nicht zu sein.
吃斋念佛、诵经打坐，又有几个真的心如止水、清净无为？你看看，这大风大雪的，还要这么拼命，一定也是为了那个玩意儿。哼！你来之前，我算过一卦，你猜猜写的是啥？动不如静，有财无命。既要送死，也不拦你。叫西天土地在此恭迎天命人。
Oh, kann ich fliegen? Für was? Und lenken muss ich scheinbar nicht wirklich. Also hier ist ein Keeper scheinbar noch aktiv. Im Wüstengebiet war kein Keeper mehr. Ne? Hatte mich links noch nicht umgeschaut, bevor ich zur Plattform gegangen bin. Schade, schade. Müsste ich nochmal hinlaufen. Hier ist aber weit. Nicht eine Fledermaus, eine Fledermaus.
“瞧见湖中的小庙没？那里面便藏着你要的东西。趁此地的主人不在，快快取走，切勿停留。”
The Lord is away, sagt. Imposant. Wo bin ich denn jetzt geflogen? Ne? Ja. Mit ein fettes Gebiet, deinem kleinen Häuschen. Dem kann man doch nicht trauen, oder? Was macht denn das eigentlich noch? Aber activation increases damage reduction for a short duration and gain immunity is strong. Das Damage Reduction ist an sich auch immer nützlich. Könnte ich eigentlich auch bei normalen Gegnern einsetzen. für das Gebiet ist. Oh, hier schönes. Auch mein vorne. Mein Gegner. Was? Wo bist du denn? Ist wieder was mit Wasser? Eis. In Eis gehüllt. Ja, nochmal zweimal nach. Haben die diesen Baum beschützt? Nur was anderes. Ja, hier noch irgendwas. Ja, scheint nur die Pflanze gewesen zu sein. War die was Spezielles? Habe ich nur das Inventory-Ding? Ja, scheint. Ingredient. Descended to the mortal realm with the barefoot immortal. This can be used to make medicines. Also die neueren Spiele werden scheinbar schon auf Pro abgestimmt. Nicht mehr auf die normale PS5. Denke ich gehen noch mal zu dem Lake hier. Und dann mache ich beim nächsten Mal wieder im Wüstengebiet weiter und gucke, ob ich die finde, was ich der lässt mich nirgendwo hinlaufen. Da war was Feuriges. Der Vogel oben drüber.
好得很，好得很。他还记得你的味道。那猴活着的时候，只知四处求人，哭哭啼啼；死了还祸及子孙，引得你们一个个送上门来。我这大包都快装不下了。康金龙，你法性已通，出来帮为师试试他的成色。
康金龙，
这之后是否够格做我的弟子？
对。As monster. No, second. I see. In your face. Aua. Ah. das verschwand. Bleiben. Einer schlägt mit. Okay, da wird schwierig, die beiden Dings einzusetzen. Kamera ist hier der größte Gegner. Oh, Wind. Der Attacke macht immer gleich scheinbar. Oh, catch me. Aua. Und parieren. Oh, Leben. Oh, he's shooting. I thought, why he always hit me with his hand? He's shooting. He's shooting. Dragon. Big dragon, like. Why didn't... Huh? Yeah. No, there's dragon.
Yeah, that's a dragon.
Dragon again. Look. Look. What's his name?
抗金龙
Why Panda can remember? Why Panda can remember? Can remember. No. Hab ich zu spät gedrückt. Dass ich das überlebe, wahrscheinlich kann der Dings nicht killen. Der Angriff nur Damage machen. Jetzt bin ich, also nach dem Schuss macht er immer das Ding. And then fighting now. Fahren da im Fernsehen, läuft im Fernsehen rum. Immer diese Doppelbosse. Ja. Ach, der kann ausweichen. Ja, ich treffe den gar nicht mehr so richtig. Ja. Ich bin mal gespannt, ob der mich jetzt killt, aber ich glaube, das killt nicht. Ja, das macht man auch. Waren da wieder im Bild. In dem Moment, wo ich dann eingesetzt habe. Furchtbar, ich glaube, da muss ich den Kinder verschieben, dass mein Panne sich beruhigt hat. Oder schlafen gegangen ist.
Was sagen Sie?
Go sleep.
No.
Ich glaube, der Skill wäre nicht verkehrt für. Ich stehe oft weit weg. Dass ich näher dran komme. Use light. Can you close your phone?
You have too much. I didn't disturb you, no? I disturbed me enough.
Maestro.
What disturbed you? Next time you panda, I'm your enemy.
No, there's enemy.
You next time enemy.
Клевая троечность, мать она. Letzter Versuch noch. Schluss. Timing passt nicht. Der ist schwer zu kriegen. By jumping. My panda. Okay, I will not fight this one anymore today. Are you happy? Good, my panda. What? Beautiful. Cute.
You did it.
Yeah. What? No? I'm happy. Oh, gehen wir mal ins Wüstengebiet zurück.
Yellow one, two.
Wow. Panda's like, wow.
I don't know.
Da bin ich immer noch nicht durchgekommen, ne, durch die Tür. Vielleicht da hinten noch was. Die fackeln einen ordentlich ab, wenn man den nicht aushält. Wo war das ja? Ja, wie kriege ich diese Tür auf? Ach, das ist ja von der anderen Seite. Okay. What? What? No, just go away from that boss. No, I will do it other time. When no panda jumping around. Genau, wenn ich hier den Jumping bekomme. Ah. Wie kann ich da hoch zu denen? Und die Gegner platziert, die man nicht killen kann, das kann ich mir fast nicht vorstellen. Ja, da schießt einen richtig weg dann. Gut, aber ich war hier trotzdem schon. Nochmal ganz zurück und dann den Anfang. Wer bist du denn? Also ich dachte, da sitzt jemand Neues bloß. Dann kann man ja noch diese Butteraugen einsetzen, wie ich mal von aus. das Eis als Wasser gilt wahrscheinlich nicht, ne? Oh Gott. Ich glaube, ich hatte... Oh, die schon mal kurz was. Der kommt dann. Also der Wasserfall. Das war, sonst habe ich nichts mehr. Mir gemerkt schon, ne?
Okay, I will go bed.
Hmm?
I'll go bed.
You will go what?
I'm gonna go.
My man. Really? Why? Stay here, we can watch some. Hmm. Wer ist denn hier? Verschweinchen? Hm? Ach, das war der Stein.
我这儿可都是稀罕玩意儿，要不是你来，我还不卖呢。
Das ist, wenn man das eigentliche Ding nicht findet. Das mit.
买卖，多带些灵玉。
Okay, dann werde ich nächstes Mal erkunden. Den Drachen hebe ich mir für später auf. Ich glaube, der wird mir Spaß machen. Und eine ordentliche Herausforderung sein. Weil ich dann was Sachen anpassen muss vielleicht. Mal gucken. Oh, das war... Oh, Naja, schon noch. Und das ist nur der Drache, den ich noch nicht habe. Ach, der Yellow Wind Sage, der erste King ist das. Okay. Ich wünsche dann eine gute Nacht und bis zum nächsten Mal.